In this video, I'm gonna give you the secret formula so you can make content so good that your ideal clients cannot help but buy from you. And if you're an online coach, consultant, agency owner, or a content creator, you're gonna be able to apply this stuff in this video and instantly attract better clients and make more money, because this is the goal. So let's jump in. So before we dive in, I want you to be honest. Is this you right now? You get lots of "I love your content," but not a lot of "I'm in, where do I pay?" You give more value than other coaches, and yet you feel like you're doing something wrong. And you get ghosted a lot, and potential clients don't even understand the value of your offer. So if this is you right now, but you want to get DMs with literally "I'm in, send me the payment link," if you want to be able to sell your high ticket program without annoying sales calls, and if you want to build an audience of perfect clients that actually resonate with you, then this video will finally give you the clarity that you needed to make content so good, again, they cannot help but buy from you. And so this is going to be a 3-part series. This is the first part in the series. And with these videos, guys, I want to literally give you my formulas and the full behind the scenes on how I do things. Because I feel like most people nowadays, most content creators, most coaches, they just give you this surface level stuff, but this is not what this is. We're going to do a really deep dive, because this is honestly stuff that I would have wanted when I started my coaching business last year. So this is gonna be amazing. So this is what we're gonna cover today. The number one mistake coaches make with their content, this is the first thing. We're gonna take a look at what actually makes people buy and the psychology behind it, how to write content that attracts and converts, the 3 types of content that makes people buy, and last but not least, I'm gonna give you my Unlock Creator action plan that you can take right now and implement no matter what niche you're in, right? So let's dive in here. Here's the number one mistake coaches make with their content. And 99% of them think that if they just provide enough value, people will naturally want to work with them. But it doesn't work like that. And this is the value trap that you're probably in right now as you're watching this video. You're sitting here. I know this is a weird image, but sometimes, at least that's what it was for me. I was sitting on my phone after having talked to a potential client, and I would be like, please respond, please buy. And this is kind of the value trap, and I'm gonna expand on this. So as I mentioned, I was in this place last year because I was making content like this. Here are 5 ways to sign more clients. Grab my free guide here. Here are 5 tips to grow your audience. And I got over 50 million views last year and over 100,000 followers in only a couple of months on Instagram alone doing this. And people just love my content. And as you can see here, I had videos that went 10 million plus, 7 million. So I was getting a lot of views. It was getting crazy, a lot of followers. My account took off literally I went from 200, if you've been following me, you probably know this. I went from 200 followers to over 100,000 in a couple of months, and it was absolutely crazy. But when I went all in with my coaching business, people didn't really seem to care, because I was stuck in what I like to call this educator mode. So I was everything in my content was super logical. It was step by step and purely educational, right? And in the meantime, I thought I was actually building trust, but what I was doing, I was just giving people more stuff to consume and not a reason to actually reach out and buy. And here's the truth bomb that I want to drop right now. People don't buy because of tips. They don't buy because you're smart, right? They buy because they feel like you are the only person who truly understands them. And this is what we're gonna do with this video. This is what I'm gonna help you implement and understand. And here's the biggest shift that I made for my content. Instead of just giving tips, I started speaking directly to the internal thoughts and emotions of my audience. And guys, when I made this shift, I literally started to get messages like this, like DMs, I'm in, I'm all in, because this now allows me to sell my high ticket offer in the DMs, right? Without having to convince strangers on sales calls, because this is my entire model. I don't really like sales calls with strangers that are, have no clue on what you're doing. I love this model because it allows me to attract my ideal clients and then literally get messages like that, like I'm in, send me the payment link. So if you want to do the same for your coaching business right now, let's continue because this is absolutely epic. So first of all, guys, what actually makes people buy and what is the psychology behind it? Again, people don't buy because of information, they buy because of emotion. And in here, I included this nice chart. So whenever like someone makes a purchase, they think they make the purchase like logically, but it never happens like that. So we as humans, we make purchasing decisions with this like buying psychology. So we operate based on hopes and fears, emotions, and our ego, our experiences, expectations, attitudes, beliefs, behaviors, and styles, social and political triggers. So whenever some of your clients, let's say they actually bought from you, they bought from you because one of these things, right? Now, the thing is with humans, right? We buy because of these triggers on the right, but then we try to justify with the buying rationale, the actual logic, right? Economics, like risks, strategic fits, compliance, all of this crap right here. But we're really buying because of our hopes, fears, emotions, expectations, the beliefs. That's how we're making purchases. So keep that in mind, because your clients don't need more knowledge and tips, and that's really not what makes them tick. They need someone who gets them, right? And so how do you do that? How do you actually get them? You implement what I like to call soulmate messaging. And this is basically content that mirrors your audience's inner thoughts. It's basically making them feel like, wow, someone finally gets me right now. Like I've been watching all of these content creators, like they just tell me what to do, tips and tricks, step-by-step plans and all of this. But this person, it feels like they're in my head. So I'm in. So for example, if you're a relationship coach, right? You can do the educational approach, which is what 95% of coaches do. How to attract the right partner, right? Or 5 green flags to look for in a relationship. Like we've all heard this crap before. But this is where soulmate messaging comes into play. So an approach like this would sound like, why is it so easy to attract people who don't commit, but the ones you actually like always pull away? You're amazing at giving advice to your friends about love, but when it comes to your own dating life, it's a mess. Why? And see, this right here, all of this isn't just tips, right? It reflects pain points in a way that really feels personal. So when someone in this situation, when someone finds that content, they're gonna be like, oh, wait a minute, that's me. Like, that's who I am. This person, it feels like they're calling me out. It feels like they're actually in my head and they know what I'm going through, right? And this is what you want to create. And I'm going to show you how you can actually write the content that attracts and converts by using the soulmate messaging formula. So this is 2 super simple steps. 1, you want to speak to their deepest pain and emotion. And I put this graphic here because I think it's super helpful. So this is like this is what, the surface level pain is versus the deep pain. So most coaches, most content creators, they speak to the surface level pains. And this is like, the really like basic stuff. Like, oh, I don't have enough clients. I don't have content ideas. I don't know what to do with my offers. I don't have enough, I don't have a clear strategy. I don't know what to do with email. I don't know what type of content all of this crap. But this is surface level, because beyond this, the deeper pain, right? This is like the tip of the iceberg right here. But beyond this, the deeper pain is failures, trauma, struggles, insecurities, imposter syndrome, limiting beliefs. So no matter like what niche you're in, people are actively struggling with this, with trauma they haven't solved, healed, struggles, failures, insecurities, imposter syndrome, all of this, right? All of it. And what you want to do is speak to this deep pain right here. Because most people, what they do, they just stick to the surface level pain. And this is that type of content I was making as well. Like, oh, you don't have enough, like, you don't have a clear strategy, here's the strategy. You don't have a funnel, here's this funnel, here's this guide. People think, and your clients think, they might care about that, but in reality, they care about fixing that deep pain under the iceberg, under the water, right? And again, most coaches only scratch the surface of their audience's struggles, and no wonder right now, no wonder you might struggle with, people actually buying your program. Because you might only talk about what your audience needs, but not about like how they actually feel about it, about their struggles. Because guys, if you can describe their struggle better than they can, they'll assume you have the answer. And this is the secret right here. And again, to make it relatable, a surface level pain could be something like, oh, I cannot get clients. Let's say we're talking about a business coach or someone in real estate, something like that. Like, I cannot get clients, right? Cool. So that's the surface level pain. But the deep emotional pain can sound something like, I feel like I'm doing everything right, but no one actually values what I do. Now, think about what's really happening in their mind. They may be thinking like, oh, I'm putting myself out there, but I feel invisible, right? I know I'm good at what I do, so why is no one buying? It's exhausting trying to prove my worth every day. So these are things that people are actively talking about. Now imagine you take these things, right? And you do hooks like this. You do videos in which you're talking about this. You post on your stories like this. You're literally pointing to their feelings, talking to their feelings, not their problems, not their, surface level pain. And again, another example with a fitness coaching here, because I really want you guys to understand this. So the surface level pain for, let's say, a fitness coach who's doing weight loss and strength coaching, let's look at their potential clients, right? So a surface level pain could be something like, I cannot lose weight. Obviously, that's super basic, that's super surface level, right? But what is the deep emotional pain? I feel like I'm trying everything, but my body just won't change. Now, this is what they're actually thinking. I'm working so hard, but nothing is happening. I see other people making progress, but why not me? And maybe my body is just not meant to be fit, right? Now, the soulmate messaging in this example could sound something like, from the educational content that you don't want to do, here's how to speed up your metabolism. Anyone can make this type of content. But what if you would switch it up with soulmate messaging and be like, ever feel like you're doing everything right? Like eating clean, working out, but the scale just won't move. Let's talk about what's actually going on. What if you would start a video like that? Instead of, 5 nutrition tips to lose weight, or like, here's how to speed your metabolism. What if you would start videos like this? Because again, this perfectly describes what they're thinking about. And when you capture that into your content, into your hooks, then they're gonna pay attention. Not only that, they're gonna connect with you, and they're gonna be like, finally, someone in this online space gets me. Like, this is what I've been waiting for. And this is what you want, obviously, as a coach, because that makes the people go like, yeah, I'm all in. Just send me the payment link. And then selling and everything like becomes effortless. Like, you don't have to struggle to sell your program. You don't have to convince people and almost like beg them on sales calls. Now, the second step in this formula is to use the feel, think, and say method. So this is super simple. Ask yourself these 3 questions about your audience. 1, what are they feeling right now? So what is their emotional state? Are they exhausted, frustrated, hopeless, doubtful? What are they feeling? 2, what are they thinking but not saying out loud? So what's that like quiet thought in the back of their mind that they're scared to admit? Maybe I'm not good enough. What if this never works for me? I don't want to be salesy, but I need to make money. Like all of these different things that they're thinking, right? All of the crap, the limiting beliefs, the traumas they haven't healed, all of it. And the third thing, what would they say to a friend? This is super important. So how would they actually phrase it in real life, right? So imagine like your potential client right now, they could probably go like, oh dude, like I feel like I'm trying everything and nothing is working. Like, I don't get it. I'm showing up every day, but no one is buying. Like, what is happening? And why does business feel easy for everyone else but me? So, see what I'm trying to say? With all of this, with this feel, think, and say method, you can identify the things that they're actually going through. And then you make content that tackles that. And that's how you basically get connected, deeply connected with your ideal clients. Instead of just creating content that literally everyone can create now with AI and all of this. It's about going deeper than that, right? So again, ask yourself these 3 questions and make a list with all of this. Because this method will help you get away from the generic coach talk, and obviously it will make your audience feel like you're reading their mind. And this is what we want to achieve with Soulmate Messaging. Now, I want to give you guys the 3 types of content that actually makes people buy, right? So the first type is what I like to call the I've been there posts. So this is an example. I used to think, and this is what you would say as the coach. So I used to think posting daily would bring me clients, but my DMs were empty. Now, why this works? It basically makes you human and relatable, right? You can say something like, yeah, I used to do that, right? Remember like earlier in the video when I told you, like I used to do this last year, like I used to make that mistake. That's literally I've been there type of content. It makes you relatable. The second type is call out content. So it's something like you don't need more content, you need better messaging. So it's almost like you're pointing to them. Now, why this works? It obviously can break common beliefs in your certain niche, and it can position you as an authority. So this is the type of content where you basically call them out on their own kind of like limiting beliefs, their own ways of doing things, which might be wrong. And then you come in with obviously your unique mechanism, your unique way of creating. And the last thing is the silent struggle. So this is the stuff that they're really struggling with, like in the background, but they don't really, like your clients don't really bring it to light. So this can sound something like, does coaching like actually work? Or, is real estate investing that profitable really, as they say? Now, why this stuff works? It speaks directly to unspoken fears, and it actually creates a deep emotional pull. So if you cover all of these, the I've been there content, the call out content, the silent struggle type of content, this is actually like, these are the 3 types that will make the people buy. And the most important part in all of this, I would say, try, especially in the beginning, if you're in kind of like early stages, try to focus on this, the I've been there content, because this will make you relatable and this is what you want. Now, this is my Unlock Creator action plan for you right now that you can take and implement instantly, because I want you to leave this video with something actionable. And hopefully by now, you found a lot of value in what I presented. But inside our Unlock Creators inner circle and community, we basically have this model, Unlock Creator OS, which includes 3 simple phases that will help you sign your soulmate high-ticket clients without any complex funnels or bullshit low PDFs or low-ticket offers or begging people on sales calls to actually get in. So it's 3 simple phases. 1, offer genesis. This is basically where you build your offer, your entire brand. You get super clear on who your soulmate client is and what you exactly want to offer. The second thing is the leads engine. This is basically your entire mechanism of bringing leads in 24/7. And last but not least, the client's ascension. This is our system for easily turning strangers into your high-ticket clients. And this is super simple. If you want to learn more about this, you can join our free school. You have the link down in the description. But the plan now I'm gonna give you the plan. So at the core of being an unlock creator is the ability to basically create content that doesn't just get seen, but creates a movement. And this is what I want to help you with. Because it's all about making your audience feel like you are the only person who truly understands their struggle and that you have the key to unlock their transformation. And this is literally our model, what we're doing with all of these 3 phases right here. But for now, until you join the school, hopefully you join it as fast as possible because it's free. Here's your Unlock Creator action plan. So step 1, audit your last 5 posts. Take a look at those posts. Are they educational content like pure tips and logic, or soulmate messaging, like emotion driven and deeply resonant with people? Then 2, rewrite at least 1 post using the feel, think, say method. And again, ask yourself, what are they feeling? What are they thinking but not saying? What would they say out loud to a friend? And you'll see you can write that content, write that post in their voice, not as a distant expert. And when you rewrite that, when you go to that process, you will notice the difference, because I'm telling you, it's night and day. Because and I say we because like I was guilty of it. I was tending to like make content as this like distant expert, not even like talking to their feelings. So once you use this method, everything will change. And then 3, post that, right? Post that rewritten post and track the results. Did people engage differently? Did you get messages like, oh, this hit home, like I feel like you're speaking directly to me? Because trust me, you will. And the more you do that, it's a numbers game. Like the more you do that, the more posts like that you make, the more people are gonna be like, wow, like he or she like really gets me. Like I wanna work with this person. And this is the purpose of all of this. So guys, if you wanna learn more about how you can apply all of this to sign more high ticket clients effortlessly, I'll give you my exact systems and formulas inside my free workshop this Sunday. We're gonna run it on the 9th of March at 1 p.m. EST. And I'm gonna give you my 2 simple systems to get 5 to 10 high ticket clients every single month. This is gonna be a free workshop. It's gonna be an epic session. If you guys know me by now, like I don't mess around. Like I give you the behind the scenes, I give you the formulas, and I give you actionable things that you can first of all understand and then apply to your business, because my goal is to get you high ticket clients every single month so that you can actually live the life that you want to live, because this is the purpose of what we're doing here as Unlock Creators. So right now you can get your free seats below. I'm gonna drop the link in the description and in the comments as well. And I'll see you tomorrow with the second video in the series. But hopefully you can take this, implement the soulmate messaging, and actually attract your ideal clients and make them just buy from you, because this is the secret formula right here.